Finally, on the programme, Todd Crandell. At one stage, he was addicted to drugs and alcohol and was living in his car. Since then, he has turned it around, and sport has been at the very centre of that change. Last year, he completed his 100th Ironman triathlon event, a full Ironman involving a 2.4-mile swim, over 100 miles on a bike, and then a full marathon, no less. Todd hasn't stopped there. He's planning on completing another 4 Ironman events this year. Plus, he set up his own programme called Racing for Recovery, which helps addicts in Ohio, in America. Todd, thank you. Very patiently been waiting for us to speak to you on the programme. It is fantastic for you to join us. I know you're happy to share your story. I don't think it's fair to ask you to go into every detail, but tell us a little bit about some of the challenges that you faced before you turned your life around.
Well, I'm honored to be on with you all today. And the challenges that I faced prior to addiction and during addiction, I'm the survivor of the suicide of my mom and uncle, both to their drug addiction, and also the survivor of my aunt who was lost to suicide due to her food addiction. So as a licensed clinician and the founder of Racing for Recovery, I believe that people that are battling addiction are doing so to cope with some form of trauma. And like I said, mine was losing my mom at an early age. And thankfully, I survived my own 13-year drug addiction. And now here I am for almost 30 years being sober and serving others through Racing for Recovery.
Todd, what was the moment where you were able to make the break from that addictive behaviour and turn your attention to sport?
I was always an advocate of playing sports. I was very involved with hockey as a young kid, but my choice to use drugs and alcohol, I basically gave that potential career away. But by the grace of God, on April 15th of 1993, I received my third drunk driving charge. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because that was the wake-up call that I needed to turn my life around. And I quit drinking and using drugs cold turkey and have been on a journey of self-betterment ever since.
Talk about being a sporty person, but I mean, triathlon is a whole other level. I mean, Ironman and competing at that extraordinary level. Well, what is it about that challenge that excites you and motivates you?
I love this question, and I want you to try and picture the first time I saw the Ironman Hawaii triathlon. I was in my apartment doing a variety of drugs and drinking oceans of alcohol, and I saw it on television, and I said to myself, I want to do that someday. So about 6 years into my journey of sobriety, I signed up for my first Ironman, and once I completed one, I wanted to do more. I never thought it would turn into doing 100 of them, but actually it was the catalyst of forming Racing for Recovery, and that truly has become my life's purpose in serving others who are suffering from addiction.
Talk to me about Racing to Recovery, because this is an inspirational story, but you weren't happy just to leave it there. You are going out there and helping people in a similar situation who'd experienced what you had experienced. What has that process given you?
Well, I live my life by 3 words: empathy, humility, and gratitude. And I have a very blessed life. And I knew early on how fortunate I was to be alive, let alone doing the extraordinary things I'm doing in my sobriety. So forming Racing for Recovery was, for me, fulfilling my life's purpose of taking what was, some hardships with a choice to use drugs and all the hardships that come with addiction, and really showcasing the benefits of sobriety. I'm licensed as a clinician. I'm healthy. I have 4 beautiful kids. I have friends, and I have a program that has been serving people globally since 2001. And I'm truly honored and thankful for what this program has done for people.
So some people might just dine out on the fact they did 1 Ironman triathlon and leave it there. I mean, 100 is extraordinary. Why have you kept going in this particular discipline? What is it about that endurance that you enjoy?
Well, I've loved traveling the world doing Ironmans. It's given me the opportunity to learn about different cultures, meet extraordinary people, and see things that I never thought I would see. And then it's also a great marketing tool for Racing for Recovery. I know my personal story of surviving addiction and doing 100 Ironmans is like an attention getter. But for me, it's really about delivering the message of Racing for Recovery. We're the first program ever to combine everybody who's been affected by substance abuse into one support group meeting format.
Todd,
and we also broadcast that live support group meeting for free globally every Thursday night, so anyone around the world can
Todd,
get
thank
help.
you. We wish you all the best. We're just out of time. I'm so sorry, but brilliant to be joined by Todd Crandell from all of us here. Goodbye.